Today I'm sharing some DIYs and hacks for your outdoor space. Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney. Let's get this party started.
Here we have my backyard. So it's pretty basic. Now, most of you probably know that we have two golden puppies. So we literally ripped out all of the beds that we had back here. That was originally all beds back there with plants and flowers. We just knew that was going to be a disaster because they are diggers. So this is what I have to work with, and I am going to try to just do some DIYs, do some little things just to kind of show you and give you some ideas of how you can dress up your backyard or even use some of these for your front yard.
For this first DIY, we are going to grab a clay pot. You can grab a plastic pot as well. You can grab any size that you want, and I took mine outside to my spray tent and I spray painted it with some of this Rust-Oleum white, flat white primer paint. This is kind of my favorite spray paint if I had to have a favorite, and I gave it a good coat of that. Now this project you can customize so many different directions. Now let me show you how you can do it. Now, one thing I have noticed is that decorative pots can get really pricey, especially the larger ones. So by buying a cheaper pot and then making it look expensive, you are definitely winning. So to do that, you want to grab napkins. That's right. Grab your favorite decorative napkins, whether it's from Dollar Tree, Amazon, the grocery store, and again, any style that you want. Now for this, you want to cut out your pieces that you want to use on your napkin. Now I will say that you don't have to get super close to the trim because honestly, it's really not going to be noticeable when you're trying to trim around whatever objects you're cutting out. So I'm just going to do the best I can. Once I cut out a variety of different leaves, then it's time to separate the plies. You want to only have one ply, one piece of the napkin. You want it as thin as possible. You could also use tissue paper. If you find a decorative tissue paper that you like, it will work just as well. And I found the easiest way to separate the plies after many different attempts using fingernails and what have you was just to use my Cricut weeding tool. Once your pot is dry, you are ready to start applying your pieces of napkin or tissue paper. And I'm going to be using some outdoor Mod Podge, and I'm just going to work in sections, applying a thin coat of the Mod Podge, setting down the napkin, and then continuing to work around. I am not going to go back over and seal this again until this first little application is completely dry. Then I will go back in. You just want to be kind of delicate, work your way from the middle of your little piece that you put down to the outsides, and you shouldn't have a problem. I will say that if you're not going to be super close about trimming out your images, whatever that background color of your napkin, maybe spray paint your pot that to just kind of help blend in your pieces a little better. Once you have sealed your pot and you have let it dry really good, you are ready to put whatever plant in there you want. Now I put some real flowers in there, and those of you who know me know that I'm a serial plant killer, and as you can tell, these plants are already dying, but my daughter said she's going to try to keep them alive for me. Now this DIY is super fun because number one, it's very budget friendly, and number two, you could make some of these for every occasion. Especially if you love to entertain outside, you need to grab yourself a 2-pack of the chopping mats from Dollar Tree. We're going to make a placemat that will be great for outdoors. These are easy to wipe, and there's a couple different ways that you could do this. Now you could add vinyl to this if you wanted to. You could paint on it and seal it if you wanted to. I decided to just use some paint markers, and they actually have a sealer already in them, so I'm not going to have to take an extra step, but that's up to you. Whatever you use, just make sure you know whether or not you need to give it an extra coat of sealing. But talk about easy and cheap. So I thought it would be fun to make a fun summer themed placemat. So I'm just going to draw fruit. I am not an artist, y'all. I do not proclaim to be any type of person who knows how to draw. Stick figures are more my jam. So I'm going to do the best that I can, but this definitely was really fun. If you have some type of party, it would be fun to let your guests even make their own little placemat, or for kids parties, or like I said, you could do this for all the different holidays. You could add clear stickers as well. So just make sure that they're nice and clear and get those attached. You can attach them from the bottom if they're clear and it'll show through the mat. So lots of options and a super fun little project. Now a little something that you can put on your table outside. Now originally I was thinking about doing a tray, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a wood round because this actually could also be a little charger that you might put under some summertime plates. So you could do this as two different types of DIYs. Now here's something I love about outdoor DIYs is this Arteza Outdoor acrylic paint. I love this paint because number one, it is thick. Number two, it has the built-in sealer, so you do not technically have to go back in with an additional sealer. I never do when I use these paints, and it works out just fine. So I decided I was going to keep this kind of fun and simple. I just sketched out a beach ball on my wood round, and then I went in and painted it with all these super fun colors. Once it was nice and dry, I did want to add a few little accents just with a paint marker, and again, my paint markers do have a sealer built into them, so I was not worried about sealing over this, but I just thought this was something cute to put on the center of my table outside. Now you may have spotted my chimenea in my backyard, so I wanted to share this DIY again because we love to make s'mores on our chimenea, even if you have a little tabletop s'mores kit. So this little set of boxes came from Michael's, and I started by taking some painter's tape and taping off the top part of each box along with the bottom, and then I painted some stripes. So the stripe colors coordinate to s'mores. I've got a white, a tannish color, and a dark brown. Once those were nice and painted, I did add some tumbling tower blocks just to kind of lift these boxes up a little bit out of the base. And then I did cut on my Cricut a S'mores headquarters, I called it, little Cricut cut file. I will have that linked down below for you if you'd like to use that. Or you could even print it out if you wanted to and just attach it to the front. I got that attached, and then for each of the boxes, I have these images. Again, you can find these images down below. I just cut around these images. I printed them out on regular old paper, and I applied them to each of my boxes with some Mod Podge. I sealed over it, and then here I've got a cute little s'mores serving tray that is perfect for all that outdoor summer fun. I want to take a quick minute to tell you about today's sponsor, SIHOO. Now, as you guys know, I am working on a whole craft room organization getting ready for the busy DIY season, and one thing I'm in desperate need of is a new crafting chair, a chair that I can sit in for long periods of time, and that's where this chair comes in. So what I've got here is the SIHOO Door-C300 ergonomic office chair. When they reached out to me, I was so excited, and I can't even tell you how much I love this chair. So first impressions, when I opened up the box, everything was packaged and wrapped individually. It was all packed in there really nicely. I was able to sort it out very easily. It also came with the screw pack. One thing I loved about theirs is that all the screws are labeled. Sometimes when you get those massive screw packs, you have to sort out all the screws and make sure that you're matching it and doing it all right. No, you don't have to do that here. It was very self-explanatory, and the directions were not that many steps, and I felt like I was going to be able to put this together. Well, I did. I was able to put it together by myself. It took me about 30 minutes to get the whole chair assembled, and y'all, let me tell you about the features of this chair because I am loving it. My favorite feature of the chair is the dynamic self-adaptive lumbar and back support. That just means that there is no gap between your back and the seat. The chair will move with you, which helps prevent strains and fatigue after prolonged sitting. The wide-angle mechanical headrest also continues to help support the spine because it has a symphony of ups and downs, circular and front-to-back movements that you can get the precise location that you need. Also, the armrests are adjustable and have thick pads on them, which make them super comfortable. The cloud netting on the chair makes it super durable because it makes it breathable, oil and stain resistant, and pressure and tear resistant as well. Given the fact that the average person spends 2,336 hours sitting in a chair, I know this chair is going to come in so handy. I've got it set up in my craft room and I am ready for the busy DIY season. If you want to check out this chair, everything will be linked down below in the description box. The last thing I added to my backyard were these fun solar lights that I found on Amazon. It came in a 6-pack and they can either be solid white or they can change colors, which means each light will cycle through colors. And y'all, they are so fun. I will definitely link them down below. They weren't super expensive, easy to install. You can put it on your deck or your fence. I know the camera doesn't quite do it justice, but they do cycle through colors and it's the perfect touch to the backyard. Y'all, my hack for potted plants, this is it. Grab a potted plant that's not going to grow much and just stick it inside of another pot. I am hoping I can keep these alive because we all know how I am with plants. And I wanted to show you some more outdoor DIYs that I've made over the years. If you're looking for full tutorials of these, I will link them down below in the description box and kind of have it detailed for you where you can find these fun DIYs. And that wraps up my quick little mini DIY makeover in my backyard. Let me know down below which one of the quick little DIYs I did or some of my past ones is your favorite. Also, let me know what is your most favorite outdoor decor piece that you have made. I would love to hear about it. Thanks so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you're looking for a great chair, I'll have all that information linked down below. Here are some more videos you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!